Well, great evening, everyone. Oh, just got back and you took the boys out and been here watching some of the Iowa caucus, and it's interesting. Each different area has really, in the different pockets, it's amazing to see. One pocket will have a ton of Bernie Sanders people and like no Biden or no, and the next place they'll have a bunch of Biden and no Bernie Sanders. So it's kind of interesting, Klobuchar. One place was a ton of Klobuchar, and the next place, very few. So it's going to be interesting to see how this continues to play out. This evening, oh my goodness, well, I had some tonight. I tried some ground ostrich, and it was pretty interesting. I had ground ostrich on non-GMO tortillas that were sprouted corn, non-GMO tortillas. So that was different. But actually, the ostrich is more like a red meat, and so it worked quite fine for doing like a taco. Now, of course, it would be better if I had onions and peppers and all those other things in with it. I didn't. I had just the ostrich, and on the tortilla, and it was okay. It was okay, but it would be good. I could see it would be good if you had like sour cream on it and a few other little things. Yeah, so I was pretty pleased with that. Now, the place where I go over here in Las Cruces, they have two places. They have Sprouts, which is, okay, just says it in the name, okay? It's, more organic type foods and things like that. And then up the street, they have another one. They're both on the same street. And the other one is Natural Grocers. Also, most everything is organic, non-GMO. I get my milk there unless I go up and get the raw milk. If I don't get the raw milk, I get the Yoders, which is a small Amish farm, in which this is not. I don't think it's highly pasteurized. It's got the cream on the top. So if you want that real heavy cream, it's got a big layer of that. Either that or you shake up the bottle and distribute it more through the milk. But yeah, good products there. So I got the ostrich to try. They have also ground yak. Now I have to say I have never had ground yak, but it's not cheap. They've got ground buffalo, ground yak, ostrich, wild boar. They have wild boar. What else was a little more unusual? They had some other type of wild animal. I can't think of what it is right now. But they're all grass-fed or grass-fed organic. Anyway, but the wild yak, not wild yak, the yak is very expensive. It's for, like a regular pound of hamburger pound. It's like almost $15 for a pound of the yak. I think buffalo was like 10. Ostrich was like 10 or 12. Yeah, so I don't know. One of these times I may try it, just now. Buffalo I've had many times before. Buffalo is good. But yak, sorry, I have not had the yak. Although I have had the yak when I was in India. The, what do you call it? Yak cheese, or I forget what they call it, but it's really hard. And you like chew it like forever. It's almost like chewing gum. You just it's you chew on it forever, and it's made out of yak I think it's yak milk or something. I don't know, yak cheese. But yeah, it wasn't very flavorful. But I have had that. So I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll get really adventuresome and try the yak and just see what it is. If it's, you know, and again they have like the wild boar too, which is interesting. Yeah, they have a lot of different things. I get the organic liver there. It is organic liver. So that's good. I had that last time, and this time I went and they had a sale on it for $4.95 for liver. Like, it's about that big liver. And that was quite fine, quite good as well. So anyway, I really do like that store, the Natural Grocers up here. I'm finding I like the things. They have a good selection of raw cheeses, organic cheese, raw cheese. I did get some probiotic butter. I'm not sure if I'm going to like that or not. I haven't tried it yet, but I imagine it's going to have a bit of that sour taste to it because of the probiotics with it, because it's cultured. So I did get that. That's also from the Yoder Farms, the cultured probiotic butter. But you pay a high price for it. You pay almost double the price of regular butter. So I'm going to try that and see how I like it. And so what else can I think about that store? It's not bad. I like it. And then today I was going, when I go out to take a little drive, I've got to go get milk or I've got to go get something, and I unplug here. I'll take off and go down some side street and go and look at a different area. And it's so interesting here. You get out by the farm areas, and even in some of the farm areas out there where they have all the pecan trees. So that's going to be amazing when they start blooming and you have all these green trees of pecans growing out there. Now everything's bare, of course. But they have a lot of new developments. And that's what's so interesting about here. You go driving up through the hills and you'll find pockets of really, really nice houses, or pockets like one area I went to up the hills a little bit, and they had all these wonderful adobe style houses. Just absolutely wonderful. And then just down from where I'm at, there's one little pocket area, very expensive houses, double-story houses, brick and with the big columns and all sorts of things. So you can find just about anything out here, adobe to brick. And one of the places was sort of like, it was a wood structure, and it was like a kind of Victorian style, which was interesting to see. Yeah, so you find just a lot of different things out here. And I drove up the other day, way up by Oregon Mountains. They do have communities pretty far up in the hills up there. So I don't know what all the names of the little community areas are. I don't know if they're all still under the name Las Cruces or if they're under a different name. But I've really enjoyed just driving around and looking at the different areas. So that's been fun. Yeah. And so that's what's going on here. Oh, tonight too. It's settled down for a few minutes, but it has been windy. And so I'm in here and this is like rocking like this. I feel like I'm on a boat this evening. When the wind picks up and again, it moves my little van. Okay. So when the air is going, it's like this. I'm moving. Everything is moving like this. like I'm on a boat. I feel like the waves. It's like, so that's interesting. Oh my goodness, the wind out here though. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go turn off my little heater down there. It's starting to get pretty warm in here. So turn it off for a while. Anyway, so that's about it. Yeah, watching the Iowa caucuses and yeah, saw that thing about Rush Limbaugh, you know. And people have been saying some pretty not great things, you know. But, you know, he's been really, really horrid with the stuff he says. Just, you know. And again, I'm not surprised he got cancer. He's smoking those big cigars all that time and was doing all those drugs and all that other stuff was going on and just screaming all the time. And I wondered about that because his voice, you know, he's got that voice where heavy smoker, just that really, really raspy voice. So I was not surprised when they said he's got the, I'm surprised he doesn't have throat cancer as well. From smoking those cigars for as long as he's been smoking them and stuff. So anyway, he's, like I said, according to my reading, he's not going to do well. Looks like he's going to pretty quickly go downhill. I imagine that things are going to spread rapidly with him. Not that I'll be sorry to hear his voice go, but again, you don't wish any illness on anyone. But yeah, so we'll have to see what happens. And then tomorrow is Trump's speech. And you know that he's just going to go off the rails. For sure, Trump's speech is going to go really off the rails. I'll pull a set of cards here. I just want to find out how his speech is going to be received. In other words, will more Democrats be listening into it or more Republicans? More Republic-uglies. You know, who's going to be listening in more? Well, that's my card for the White House. The White House. Under it is loss. So, yeah, he's going to be spewing about that, I'm sure, and about, you know, how nasty the Democrats have been to him. And how great he's doing at the White House. He's so stable. That's when I see that. I'm so stable. I'm so stable. I'm so smart. Sure you are. The Dementia King. So let's see. How is his speech going to be received? Oh, yes. Devoted. Those that are devoted will be all over it. They will be all over it. So, yeah. So the Trumpians will be, oh yes, the loss, and it's been so bad with you, you poor wounded little thing. Those Democrats are so horrid. It's kind of like those Democrats are doing such bad things to me, but look at all the good things I have behind me that I've done for the people. done for you little people. Burden. Yeah, he's gonna burden about, yeah, his wish fulfilling cards, and I want to do all this for the public, and they're so mean to me, and it's so horrid, and you know, I'm going to go after them. I'm going to make them pay. I'm going to make them pay. So it looks like breaking news: President Trump will win the Iowa Republican caucus, is what they're saying, because they are, like I said, they are devoted. I keep getting this thing with him, devoted with his time in the White House, and they feel he's being unfairly judged. Okay, this is a burden that he's having to carry. Okay. So it looks like the ones that are all over his speech will be the Trumpites. They'll be like, so fabulous, so great. What a man, what a man he is. So, we'll have to see. No way he's going to stay on record. And you know, again, this is going to be written by, you know, the Nazi wannabe Nazi Jew that's in the, that's in there. Oh. Yeah. So what is Miller going to be writing this time? What kind of claptrap is Miller going to be putting out there? Oh my goodness. It's just so bad. It's so bad. So they may pick him as the person to run, but again, that doesn't mean that he's going to necessarily make it to the elections. Okay? I don't see that happening. Okay? We have those together. Yeah. More people are going to be banding together for justice. Okay, they're not done with him yet. They are not done with John Trump. They are not done with him. Okay? Not done with him at all. So those that are still banding together and looking for justice, they're going to continue to look at from every angle. And more witnesses coming forward. So maybe we'll have somebody else coming in with the different point of view, seeing it from a different angle. Okay, both shoes have not dropped yet for him. He thinks he's out of it now. He thinks that this is going to be the final of it. It's not. He's going to assert that he's done with it underneath of it all. He's slayed the dragon. Okay, he's going to assert that. That devotion card. How many cards are there in this deck, and this thing keeps coming out every single time? The diehards are going to defend him to the death. Okay? They are going to go down to the bitter end. Okay? But there are going to come out some assertions with some other whistleblowers and things. Okay? Wanting justice. Okay, because I think that they have really had enough of this devotion and him hanging everything up to keep from having justice, to keep from justice taking place. Yeah, they're ready to play hardball. It looks like people are getting ready to play hardball. Okay, death. Now the death card is overturned. So don't think, you know, he's not going to die, but they're going to do a lot of damage to Trump's thing. Okay? He's going to live, but I probably wish he wouldn't by the time they get done with him. Okay. So, again, they're going to keep on. They still have more investigations going. They're not done with Trump yet by any means. And there are more things waiting in the wings to come out and to go forward. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Anyway, I'm going to get back and watch some more Iowa caucus, turn down the heat, close down the windows, and just settle back for the evening. If there's a reading you want to see done, please let me know, and I'll take it into consideration. I can't guarantee I will do every reading that people ask for. So I will leave it at that. And let me know, too, if you like the ones that I've done, like the ones with Amelia Earhart, Richard Burton, Elijah Cummings. Let me know if you're enjoying those or not. Again, I was really surprised today with Amelia Earhart showing. I think I'll do Elijah Cummings. It's Amelia Earhart. I'm going to do Elijah. It's Amelia Earhart. Oh, okay, all right. What do you want to say? But I was really shocked. I didn't know she was even married, let alone had that, had a prenup like that. I was like, really? Oh, my goodness. Anyway, sometimes you're really surprised at what comes forward. I would have never thought that in a million years, ever. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a great evening. Oh, you're washing your face again? He's over here. He's kitty dog, puppy cat. And the other one's just over here, laying on his back, zoning out. He really had me worried today. Max was sounding like he couldn't breathe for a little while, and then everything was okay again, but I don't know, I might have to take him to the vet. He does this he started this in Florida in the hot weather, to where he just can't catch his breath. I think he's got some sort of a possible heart problem or something, and there's not much you can do about that, unfortunately. But it's getting a bit worse with his breathing sometimes. So, yeah, I may have to take him to a vet, but I'm afraid to hear what they're going to say. Oh, mercy. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm just worried he may have heartworms or something with having lived in Florida, and you get the mosquitoes and things, and they say once they start having that type of breathing issue, forget it. It's, at that point, there's not much you can do for them. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But if he continues to have these issues, I'll have to take him in. He's looking at me like, I don't want to go to the doctors. I don't like it there. Oh, he's giving me the face right now. Well, I'm sorry. He's like, I don't want to go there. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here. I'll see you online. Aho. Have a great evening, everyone.